million results. Inflation gave 10 times that. Do you think the worry really is about inflation and not the opposite?
Oh, when did this person do the search?
I think today.
Today, yeah. I think you would have gotten a different result a few months ago. Speaking of contrary opinion, there's something that ought to be concerning. Namely, Bloomberg, I think, reported that 15 out of 16 primary government bond dealers are in agreement that the Fed will not move before the year is out. And the federal funds futures market, of course, is indicating that a tightening is coming rather sooner than later. Mm-hmm. And if your hairs in the back of your neck stand up when there's too much when there's unanimity of opinion, then one begins to worry about this. The Fed has proverbially been late, and literally, it was like 2 years raising rates after the recession of 1991-92. It was like 2 years or so raising rates after the tech bust of the early aughts, and neither one of those occasions was the financial system apparently dying of a fatal heart attack.
But that was under the incrementalist Greenspan, right?
Right. Well, Bernanke has shown certainly a willingness to print money and a reluctance to tighten. But everyone expects that. So,
I quoted you at the beginning of the show saying, yes, capitalism without financial failure is not capitalism. It is a kind of socialism for the rich.
Right.
So if you were heading the Fed and everything else, what would you allow to fail?
Well, I would certainly appoint a vice president in charge of failure, because it is much too important to be left to chance. And, the idea that some institutions can't fail is one of the great weaknesses.
So what should fail? What should be failing right now?
You want us to make a ticker?
Yeah.
You want a ticker
symbol? Just give us a couple of things that should be failing today.
It begins with a C.
Okay.
The Wall Street Journal yesterday editorially proposed that Citibank go broke, which I thought was kind of a new chapter in the history of editorial comment.
Can you give us one more thing that should fail?
Well, I think that Citibank, let's talk about that. Citibank is a rogue bank. It has been on the verge in every cycle, in every credit cycle, going back at least to, 1988.
Well, as of this morning, it's the best capitalized rogue bank in the country, at least according to them.
Yeah. By the way, it goes back further. It goes back to the LDC crisis in the 70s.
Jim, we want to thank you very much for coming in today.
Entirely welcome, Becky.
We are out of time, but we'd love to have you back very soon.